What it do and how you doing? It's your boy Marty, Marr, here with ETM. That's Everything Matters. Your number one pop culture spot. We talk about any and everything. Most importantly, why it matters. Today, I have a very special guest, a very successful lady, amazing woman. I'm going to just let her tell you about herself. Dr. P.A.
Yeah.
Angela Akinpelu.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you, Marty. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you for y'all who don't know, we are on her property, Little Ferry Inn in King George,
Virginia.
This is hop right into it. You don't mind?
Sure.
Okay, first, I know y'all see the book placement. This is your book,
Yes.
Navigating Keto.
Yes.
And when did you publish the book? And tell me a little bit about the book.
Sure. So it's called Navigating Keto, a Complete Wellness Guide. I published it in December of 2023.
Okay.
And basically, it walks you through how to do keto, what keto is, what the benefits are, and how to do it.
Okay. For y'all who don't know, for the audience, what exactly is keto?
So the ketogenic diet, it's actually a lifestyle.
Okay.
That I'm encouraging certain people to adopt. It is a high fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate diet.
Ooh. So, somebody looking to lose weight would go into keto?
Yes.
Okay. I've done a little bit of research, and tell me if I'm wrong. A keto lifestyle could help with neurological illnesses, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so like epilepsy.
Yes. So back in the 1920s, they started using ketogenic diets for people with epilepsy.
Okay.
So there's something about using ketones for fuel that supports the brain and increases the threshold for seizures. Right. So they found that people who had seizures that were refractory to medications or didn't respond to medications actually responded to a ketogenic diet.
And something about that particular diet just helped and reduced the amount of, for that particular thing, seizures, stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay, that's very interesting. What about a little bit of younger crowd who feel like I don't need to die, I don't need that lifestyle, I can eat whatever I want? What would you say to, let's just say ages like 16 to like 35?
So I won't speak necessarily on under 18-year-olds because they're still going through growth and hormonal changes and other things. And I haven't really looked at the research on keto in the pediatric population.
Okay.
So in our practice, we practice internal medicine, which is adult medicine, which is my focus.
Right.
And the reason that I'm such a huge proponent of the ketogenic diet is because in my everyday practice, I see patients too often go from normal blood sugars to pre-diabetes to diabetes.
And it's I'm assuming the younger than ever now.
Younger than ever.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a benefit to younger folks to modify how they eat.
Gotcha.
Because generally speaking, Americans, we eat way too many carbohydrates. Yeah, it's making us obese. It's giving us diabetes in childhood.
Right.
We used to call type 2 diabetes adult onset diabetes. But now we're seeing 13, 14.
Yeah, it's no longer.
With diabetes.
That's a nice way of saying y'all watch what you eat. You can't eat anything you eat. Because I remember being a young folk myself, used to think that.
Yeah.
And just to, for everybody to know, you are my doctor.
Yes.
And I my PA, excuse me. And it's amazing, your care that you have and the attention to detail. I felt like when I did go, and I've been a couple times, that you adjust to my body. You actually listen to my concerns and you educate me. And here we are. Now you're educating me again on ketosis. So I kind of want to transition a little bit.
Sure.
Can you just tell everybody how you started on your journey to becoming a PA? A little bit about your education background and stuff like that.
Sure. So, a long time ago, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
And went to college with that in mind. Went to pre-med. Got a little bit sidetracked.
Yeah. Oh, we are.
Yeah, and I ended up leaving school after 2.5 years. One semester, my last semester, I think I had a 0.16 GPA.
No.
Yeah.
For real. There's no way.
But I left school, got married, and 10 years later, divorced.
Okay.
I remarried, and my husband, Dr. Akinpelu,
Shout out to
Dr. Akinpelu. He encouraged me to go back to school, that we find a way.
Okay.
So 15 years after dropping out of college, I re-enrolled.
Wow.
And
it's never too late.
Never too late. Not only did I re-enrolled with 4 kids.
Okay.
2 were still young.
Right.
I had a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old at the time.
Okay.
I went full-time, and I graduated Summa from Marty.
So, just so y'all who know, no excuses.
Yeah.
There is no excuses, ladies. Man, everybody out here. I didn't know this, so this is amazing. We'll continue because I don't want to, stop the road. But real quick, so was you more motivated the second time that you went? Now that you had a little bit of life.
I didn't have distractions.
Right.
I had distractions. If I didn't, I would have been fine.
Right.
I mean, I've always been a smart person.
Right.
I've always been the one in the tag classes or the special classes or the whatever. The ability was there.
Right.
The distraction was there. Yeah, I just got distracted.
Yeah, that's real, man. Going to
real.
school, it's ain't about me, but we all get distracted.
Yeah.
I know firsthand. So the second time around, you go and when you complete, and this is at Eastern Shore?
At Eastern Shore, University of Eastern Shore was where I got my degree for physician assistant.
Okay.
And I started at University of Baltimore County.
Okay.
I redid some classes at University of Baltimore County.
UMBC, right?
Yes. Fantastic school, especially for the sciences. And I went into University of Eastern Shore's professional program.
Okay. So you that, and then from there, where did you, how long did you have to do at UMES? What was the time frame from graduating to starting?
So the PA program itself is 27 months long.
Woo.
And a year of that is in clinical.
Right.
They were actually in different specialties.
Right.
So a PA gets training in pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, family medicine, emergency medicine, psychiatry, and I think there are 2 more that I can't recall.
Right.
So we are very
well-rounded
in our education. And once we graduate, and you obtain your licensure, your certification, you have to pass exams, be boarded. You go on and practice.
Okay. And the clinicals help transition to that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So first you do your didactics, your book learning.
Right.
And that's after you've done all your prerequisites
to get
the
there.
Same for med school, basically.
Right.
So the biology, the chemistry, the organic, the cell biology,
That's glad they're not like y'all.
Biomedicinal chemistry. So that's very strong science background.
Yeah.
But in your clinical year, you rotate to each of the specialties.
Right. What made you choose internal medicine?
So, a PA is licensed to practice medicine, to prescribe medications, to order, interpret diagnostic exams in labs, to do histories and physical examinations, so basically to treat someone medically.
Right.
Under
Gotcha.
So my husband happens to be my supervising physician.
So it worked out.
He's boarded in internal medicine.
Gotcha.
So in that practice, I do internal medicine.
Kind of work. See how teamwork makes the dream work?
It does. It does. And that being said, as a PA, since I am so well-rounded, I'm not pigeonholed into one specialty.
Right.
So at University of Maryland Capital Region Health, I am on the OBGYN team.
Gotcha.
So I do OBGYN.
Well, ladies.
Yes.
Go
Only
get
in
checked
the
out.
hospital, though.
Yeah, go get checked out.
Yeah. I can check you out, but if you need anything specialized,
Right.
I send you to an OBGYN.
There you go. Yeah. Hello, we are back. We are here. I'm with PA and with Akinpelu. And we're at Little Ferry Inn. For all who don't know, this is in King George, Virginia. I will have video of the property. The property is amazing. So look out for that. Tell me a little bit about Little Ferry Inn.
Sure.
And how did you come up with this beautiful location?
So it's Little Ferry like the boat, Ferry, Inn like the hotel.
Okay.
You can find us at littleferryinn.com.
Plug.
Plug, shameless.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so I always wanted to retire on the water.
Okay.
And so my husband, Dr. Akinpelu, and I have always just looked casually for places on the water, plus retire to.
Right.
Back in 2020, when COVID hit, we happened to come across the property in King George, Virginia, on 25 acres of land, just off of the Potomac River, but it was also waterfront.
Right.
I literally walked the grounds for 50 minutes before even going into the house. The grounds were that beautiful. That's amazing. And
25.
Yes. When I was on the property, God spoke into my heart.
Okay.
And said, people need a place of restoration, healing, relaxation, and rejuvenation.
That's how you know God spoke.
After the COVID, this is in the midst of COVID.
Right.
Okay.
Turmoil, the world's going through it.
Yes. They need a place where they can get away from everything.
Right.
Have staycations, have time with their family, and have a place to what do you call it? Social distancing.
Yes.
So
oh my gosh. Yeah.
that was a place for social distancing and to reconnect with God. If I didn't say that, that should be.
I was about to add, can we say emotional and spiritual reset?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because this being here and talking to you with the water, I know y'all hear the water in the background. It's like I feel rejuvenated.
Right.
I feel like restored. Like I feel everything.
Right. So that property had been on the market for like 562 days.
Wow.
Hadn't sold. We put an offer on that property. The owner made a counter.
Okay.
We accepted the counter. We were ready to go. She had 3 days to yay or nay the property.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I prayed and said, God, if this is your will,
right,
let it be.
Right,
if
right.
it's not your will, make it clear.
Right, right. That's the thing.
Make it clear
that's the thing.
that this is not your will.
Right, right.
So the day before she had to say yay or nay, she called us and said, there's someone coming from West Virginia who wants to take a look at the property.
Wow. Wow. Right before 560-some days.
He came to look at the property and gave her $2 million cash.
Whoa.
So.
Whoa.
I don't know that God could have been any more clear than that.
Yes. $2 million cash.
So, yeah. So, you can't beat a cash offer.
No, that one is like ready to go.
Yeah. So, we didn't get that property.
Okay.
But we weren't upset because we had said,
if it's your will,
let it be. If it's not, let us know.
And just to add on to that, I find myself, and everybody I think thinks this too, like we get mad when we'll say that and we get permission for God to do his work, and then we don't, like you take it and he show you what you asked for and you're mad because you don't get it. Right. Like I find myself having to work on that.
Oh, my husband celebrated.
Yeah.
He celebrated. He was excited that, we were fine with it.
Yeah.
And so about a year, but that vision
right
of a place for reconnection, restoration, relaxation, rejuvenation. Didn't go anywhere.
Right.
That vision, I mean, so at that point, I had already written my vision.
Right.
And I made a plan.
Okay.
I knew what I wanted to do with that property.
Right. Right.
So even after the deal fell through, that vision, I couldn't shake it. About a year later, I went online to Zillow, looked at the map along the Potomac River,
right,
and I saw this property come up. And this might have been 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And I called my agent, real estate agent, my realtor, and I said, I got to go see this property.
You just felt it.
Felt it.
Yeah, you felt it.
The property had just come on the market that morning.
Yes.
Like maybe an hour had been on the
And you was
listing.
the first one to see it.
First one to see it.
Yeah.
She said the owner needs 24 hours notice.
Okay.
On the property.
Okay.
I said, I'll be there tomorrow.
Right. No games being
I
played.
came out, the same prayer was in place.
Right.
Lord, this is your will,
right,
let it be. If it's not your will, make it clear.
Make it clear.
Let me tell you, anything and everything that could have come up that would have kept us from this property, we overcome.
Wow.
So much so that the company who was helping us with our financing said, I don't know how this is going through.
Right.
But it is.
But it's going through.
Every document we had in order.
Wow.
And so here we are on this property.
Little Ferry Inn.
Little Ferry Inn. And, you know, my initial intention looking for a property was for a place for us to retire.
Right.
But being on this property, this is not for us. This property is for families, individuals,
right,
groups,
right,
to come back. And there's a purpose on this property. There's a piece of God on this property.
Yeah, and you can't buy that.
You can't buy that.
Yeah.
And so we are very guarded with who comes on this property, what their intentions are, and it has to be in line with, you know, what our goals are,
right,
what our
right,
vision is for this property.
Right.
So,
because it's the restore, rejuvenate.
Yes. Relax.
Reconnect. There we go. And again, like I know y'all probably heard the boat in the background. You come in this area, you feel the calmness and the peace, and that's something, like I said, you can't buy. So that being said, you have the property and you do programs here, you do events here. Like, give us a little bit about what else you do at this particular property.
Sure. So we will have families come out and they'll do vacation rentals.
Okay.
Family reunions. We have women's retreats, men's retreats. Our first guest was a nonprofit who is doing their business conference planning for the year.
Right.
So we have events like that. I would like to see more marriage retreats out here. So we have, matter of fact, someone's coming later on at the end of the month for another women's retreat.
Okay.
For business development, personal development, mental health, coaching sessions, where if you have something you're passionate about and you want to have a place where you can bring people that's small, intimate, it's here. Yeah. And then for me personally, I will be hosting our Navigating Keto coaching program here.
Let's dive into that a little bit because people want to know about you. You know, they want to know Navigating Keto. This is a comprehensive wellness guide. You guys have a program, Navigating Keto, and that's like dive into that a little bit for us.
Sure. I did sounds because we got to swear.
No. You're perfect. No, you're perfect. And y'all, it is hot out here, so you know I'm gonna tap into. I didn't want to be the first one to do it, but you know.
So I had to give you some place to pause.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. And that might be in the bloopers, just because that's us right there. Thank you. So now I don't feel bad.
And you can do bloopers. That's good.
Yes. It's
Okay.
ooh. Well, no, continue. Ooh. All right. So, navigating keto. Dive into that program, please.
Okay, so I have a few different programs with navigating keto.
Yes.
And my main goal with navigating keto is for the right people to combat obesity,
Okay.
diabetes, and all of the ills that go along with diabetes and obesity. You know, insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, mental health disorders, all of that.
And real fast, diabetes. Some people are going to ask, what is diabetes exactly? A brief of what is diabetes exactly?
That's sugar, honey.
Yeah, sugar. Which
when
is
you got the sugars,
everything.
Yeah, so
everything.
It's having high blood sugar levels. Yeah. It's huge. So I really want to educate people about that. So I do that in practice with my personal private patients, but I want to reach more people.
Right.
And so I host an online navigating keto program once a month. I do a 5-day workshop online.
Okay.
And that's like the entryway into keto.
Right. The workshop. The workshop. Gotcha. It gets people who don't know, haven't started a test run,
yes,
of doing it. Nice.
Yes. And I have the book as well as the workbook available. The keto workbook and journal that goes with this.
Okay.
Then I have other programs that are a little more involved, where in addition to the online coaching, you'll come into the office, I'll review your food logs, I'll help guide you, give you personalized coaching.
Okay.
You can do that for a 3-month period. They have a 12-month option also. And then the ultimate program.
Okay, this is the special program.
This is the special program.
Not for the regulars.
Yes.
Special.
If you're serious.
Okay.
I'm with you every step of the way.
Gotcha.
You know, either program, I'm with you 100%. So, in addition to the 3-night stay here at Little Ferry Inn, where they have the personal chef, where they have the personal trainer. We will also do group sessions here, coaching. We will do stretching and exercises on the beach or on the patio by the pool. Okay. We will also do a group sunrise cruise on the Potomac River.
That's with the boat.
With the boat.
So it's a boat here.
There's a boat here.
It's a boat here, y'all.
There's a
you heard it first.
40-foot Sea Ray Sundancer. So we'll do that as well. And the ultimate package not only includes the stay at Little Ferry Inn, it includes 1 year with me.
Okay.
You'll get personal coaching, training, in-office visits, exams, and finally, you will get 10 meals per month through the KetoDelishClub.com.
KetoDelishClub.com.
Yes. So I launched Keto Delish Club, which is a meal prep service for keto menu. Okay. So we have our private chefs who I've worked with. We've come up with some wonderful, delicious, real food.
That's what I was about to say. It's real and it's delicious.
Options. When I say real food, like we've got lamb chops, asparagus, steaks, unbelievable chicken dishes,
real food,
fish. We've got vegetarian dishes.
Right.
But it's real food. It's not
processed.
Like going on a diet. It's not processed.
Gotcha. Because that's very important.
Yes, and it's seasoned food.
Yeah, okay. Hey.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you said it.
Yes, it is real food, real good.
Okay, and they can get that where again?
KetoDelishClub.com. So we just launched in May of this year, May 31st we launched, so it's new. Okay. Initially, with Keto Delish, it's online ordering. Right. Pickups are local in King George, Virginia, or Akinpelu, Maryland. Okay. On the weekends. On the weekends, y'all. And details are on the website. Okay. It is our desire, and we will soon start delivering locally. Nice. And finally to deliver nationally.
Nationally.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that. We need to change how we eat, and I want to facilitate that change.
Right, right. And you also have a few more things. You have products, and by products I mean body butters.
I do.
You also have like vitamins and stuff like that.
I do.
How do I know? Because I've used probiotics.
Yes.
And you know, refresh my memory, but I believe it helps with the digestion of certain things.
Yeah. So probiotics. Well, let me start off by saying this. We don't live by ourselves. We have a bunch of gut bacteria.
Woo! Told y'all
we need to feed the gut bacteria. What the gut bacteria do for us is they produce vitamins in our system that we don't produce on our own.
Right, right.
They help send signals to other cells in our body. To some help to lower our blood sugar. They help to protect the lining of our gut, which helps with immunity. Gut bacteria is very important. Too much to go into this time.
Right.
But they're very important.
And you need to have, because that can make people feel the ick. When you hear gut bacteria, it's everybody has it. You need it, actually.
You need it. But you need the right blend of gut bacteria.
And probiotics.
They help with that.
Yep.
Changing diet helps with that. So I'm big on gut health.
Yes.
So I have a line of supplements. It's through our medical company, RejuVe Medical Group, and it's called MDPA line. So my husband, Dr. Akinpelu, is an MD, I'm a PA.
Right.
And so together we've come up with a line of supplements that are manufactured for us, and it's top of the line, what people need. Yeah.
So, and they can get that where again?
So they can actually get that on my soytopia.com website.
Okay.
That's where I have that.
Soytopia.
Soytopia. S as in Sam. O Y. T as in Tom. O P as in Peter. IA. Soytopia is a line of botanically based, that's plant based.
Thank you, because
bath, body, and spa essentials.
Essentials. Need them.
Yes. So body butters, shampoos, lotions, creams, lotions, potions, all of it.
It's natural.
So I use West African shea butter, olive oil, argan oil, organic cocoa butter. Just lots of goodies that are good for your skin.
Our skin.
Yeah. No parabens. No sodium lauryl sulfate.
Right.
No mineral oils.
Right.
So
all these are bad things.
I keep it clean. And so you can find the Navigating Keto book on soultopia.com, as well as our MDPA line on soultopia.com.
What would you say to a young woman who faces distractions and like, this is not for me. Maybe I shouldn't further my education. Maybe I should just try something else. Or maybe I just, I don't think it's for me. What advice would you give somebody who's 19, 20?
I would say there's something in you that God has put in you that other people need. You have passions, you have hobbies, you have talents, you have something that you can tap into, something that you love. Those gifts are forgiven. So develop those gifts and give those gifts, because there are people out there who need those gifts. One of my gifts is as a teacher. And so I use my medical platform to teach people. One of my other gifts is a creator.
Okay.
So I created my Soytopia line. Each of those products, I use my chemistry, biology background to develop all of that.
Right.
And these products aren't good, they're great.
Yes, no, I've used them. The skin feels lovely.
But they're for you. And the medical knowledge that I've gained, it's not for me.
Yeah.
it's for people out there. There are people out there hurting. There are people out there dying and don't know they're dying. They can't feel they're dying. Diabetes is subtle.
Yeah. It's serious, y'all.
The side effects of obesity are subtle.
Yeah.
Now, while I say it's not for me, I was the first person to use my knowledge. So in OBGYN, I do 24-hour shifts in the hospital.
Ooh.
There was a time I was doing 2, sometimes 3 24-hour shifts in a week.
Straight. That's 212, y'all. For all who don't know, 212.
And I'm not one to necessarily sleep at work. You're on call the whole 24 hours.
Right.
But I don't necessarily take naps. I might take a short nap. Yeah. But I'm not one to sleep.
I'm not gonna lie, say I ain't do that.
Yeah.
Take many naps at work.
You know. But and we have a call room.
Right.
But I didn't. But I would find myself at 3 o'clock in the morning in front of a vending machine to get a honey bun and a Coke to get me through the next surgery that was coming up at any minute. And I put on about 80 pounds.
And y'all wouldn't know it. I'm just very, very well in shape. Clearly, the keto is not just for teaching; it's for practicing what you preach.
Absolutely.
Can you say it again?
Practice
what you preach.
Yeah. So I was put on 80 pounds, and I have come down 55 pounds and still coming down.
Right.
Since doing keto.
Wow.
And when I switched to keto, let me tell you, the energy is unbelievable.
That's the real thing.
That itis, y'all know the itis.
Eat that good food we're talking about.
Gone.
Yeah.
There's so much with keto.
Right.
I would love, if you want to learn more about keto, please get in touch with me.
Get in touch with me. And then, okay, like, where else? Like, are you open to taking more patients? Like,
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can't reach enough people, teach enough people, help enough people about the benefits of keto.
Right.
I mean, brain fog, gone. Body pains, gone.
Ooh.
Inflammation, gone. Swollen legs, gone. Sleepiness, tiredness, fatigue.
Right.
The feeling of laziness.
Yeah.
Where, I don't want to do anything but sit on the sofa and eat my Ben and Jerry's because I deserve it.
Mm.
And you get in the cycle.
Because I deserve
it. Weight because you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You put on the weight, you can't exercise.
Yeah.
All that. Gone. So it gives people a new lease on life. It really does.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Before we get out of here, I just want to thank you for the opportunity and letting me be here. This is a wonderful property, y'all. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here. Like, we're on site, on location as we film this. And my experience with PA and Akinpelu so far has been amazing. And I just thank you for the opportunity, giving a little of us, me and Super Dave and ETM and Everything Matters, a chance to not only have you on our platform and share you, but you trust us with that responsibility and the location. So love that. Real fast, can you give a quote or a last message to the people you maybe want to reach? You maybe saying, I want to try, but I'm scared, or it's not going to taste good, or I don't know if I can commit. Like, what would you, or maybe I can't afford it. Like, what would you say to those people?
As far as affordability, you can't. I'm going to touch on affordability.
Okay.
You can't say you can't afford it. You can't not afford it. You can't afford poor health. Poor health is subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Obesity, diabetes, and complications are very subtle. They creep in over time. You don't even realize it. Mm. But in the long run, they cost you dearly financially.
Right.
Whether it's inability to work due to some health disability, you're in the hospital, you're depending on your sons, your daughters to help you out, take you back and forth to doctor's visits, if they're even around.
Right.
And those medical bills add up and are astronomical. So you can't not afford to take care of your health.
That's true.
When you're younger. So it's worth the investment. And you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in your health now before it's too late. You're going to pay one way or another.
Yeah. What are you willing to pay? You willing to pay for your health? Or are you willing to pay wasting medical bills?
Yeah.
So, that being said, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you
to
for
have us
inviting
the
me.
opportunity to interview you, to be on your site, on your location at Little Ferry Inn. You are accepting patients.
Absolutely.
Yep. You can find her on play your website one more time.
So
The Soytopia.
Soytopia.com. Our medical page is RejuVeMedicalGroup.com. It's RejuVe. RejuVeMedicalGroup.com.
And we'll make sure we'll plug that in the description. You can find it and it'll pop up on it.
Yeah, and you can order food at KetoDelishClub.com.
That's what it is. KetoDelishClub.com. So you know it gotta taste good.
Yeah.
You can't say Keto Delish
It's good.
if it don't taste
It's
good.
delicious.
There you have it. It's your boy Marr with ETM. It's Everything Matters. Signing out. What it do and how you doing? It's your boy Marr with
Summa. What's going on?
We are here. We just wrapped up a great podcast, a great episode with PA Angela Akinpelu. Here's a book. Let's do a quick recap.
Sure.
So how did you feel being on that side of the camera? And how did you feel about the overall message and what you learned about keto today?
Overall message, it was very informative. So I definitely got a lot of it. You know, she stressed a lot that, especially towards the end, like that we don't fail in health, we fail ourselves in health because we don't take advantage of taking care of ourselves.
Very important to do that, right?
Yeah.
Taking care of ourselves because illnesses are sudden.
Yeah.
And can't afford not to. You're going to pay one way or the other.
And I'd rather not pay at all if I could. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dave always trying to finagle. But
Loophole.
there's a loophole he'll find. My thoughts on it, love, the energy, the vibe, the connection. Love the information, right? Have I tried keto? I have not yet. Will I try more and will I be more interested after this? For sure, 1,000%. And you can still gain muscle. You can still have protein. You can still do the things and it sound like a better quality of life. And I think that's what we overall want, is a better quality of life.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm curious on the protein intake you can take with it.
Okay.
Like, I want to see if you can do a high protein keto, keeping it, away from the carbs.
Right.
And, there's more intake of the proteins. Will that affect it?
Will it affect the ketosis? Well, that's something to look into. Where you can expect this out probably within a week or less. We're gonna have a couple people editing and getting this together. We are going to be more consistent. Last year 2023, probably put one podcast, maybe two out. That's unacceptable. We get messages all the time saying, "Hey, Marty, why are you not doing the podcast?" Not going to make excuses. Instead, we're just going to do it, right? 2024 is the year of increase, so you will have increased production. You also can expect more skits and more things to go on that nature. I know it's been a while, but as you know, here at ETM, everything matters. We don't copy, we don't boast, we just do it original content, and we try to get the best, most informative guests and people who are doing stuff for the community. That's what we're about. Community outreach. And you can expect a couple more events this year as well. Closing remarks, Dave. What do you want to say to the people?
Also, this land is a beautiful land.
Right.
When I was recording the background, I ain't gonna lie, I got distracted off of just Mother Nature and stuff. Like, you see random birds just flying, like mockingbirds, balance show. This just popped his head out, kept popping his head out, popping back in the bush and everything.
Dave loved National Geographic stuff. While I was recording, the dog drank my water, so if y'all see me laughing, I might show the record because Dave recorded it.
Like, this is a really good spot.
Yes, I would definitely recommend trying the keto lifestyle. And if you're scared to try it, reach out to to PA Angela Akinpelu. She's very, very, very personable, and she's not stuck up and nothing like that. Like, she'll tell you straight up, so you'll have an honest opinion, an honest message, and she'll teach you something. So with that being said, Super Dave, it's a pleasure. ETM signing out. What you wanna do? What you wanna do? Y'all ready?